up a little bit here. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Oh my gosh, I'm looking like a mountain man. Look at this thing. Look like what, Harry and the Hendersons? I look like Harry. How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm in a hotel. I'm in a city called Julian. It's kind of up in the mountains, but hopefully everything's not. Hopefully the connection's not too bad. You're on Wi-Fi with me right now. I have everything closed. The last stream shut down on me, so I have everything optimized right now to not have this stream go down. Those of you guys that follow my channel know I've been having a ton of problems lately as far as getting everything going and up to date and not crashing out my channel. So already in here, we got Danny Urick, Desperation Pinocchio, Jesse, Get a Mac. I know. Elite B Patch, man. Did I say Devin was gonna win? Love you, Derek, man. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Just gonna be in here chatting up with you guys for a little bit. I actually watched. I'd probably say about 75% to 80% of Uncle John's show just now with Chance Shaw. So usually I check in on those things and I'll watch a little bit here and there, 10 minutes or so, sign off, go do some stuff, come back in, catch another 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, I watched almost the whole thing. I was pretty dedicated. Ed Bedrosian in here. What's going on, Ed? Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you come out to one of my practices pretty soon, Ed. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of matches getting planned and coming up. Looks like there's a lot of events being planned, which is great, especially after this long lull we've had in the sport. It's good to see that promoters are out there being active again and things are opening up. Resnit, what's going on, bud? Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys could share the stream on some stuff, I'd appreciate it. Share it on Reddit, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, Grinder, whatever you're on, whatever your thing is. Uncle John, great show from start to finish. Yeah, it was. Chubby Devin, what's up, Derek? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in, Chubby Devin. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys. So a lot of cards coming up, and I'm really excited. I got some messages today, and I sent out some messages today. Kind of excited to see if any of that stuff bears fruit. Just people asking, yeah, I don't think it's bad to say. So I got a text from Neil Pickup, kind of asking around. I messaged Adam Silver, Larry's manager, letting him know, I'm here. And they were Adam responded. We talked a little bit. So I'm trying to just plant some seeds, and hopefully I can get a cool match with somebody on one of their cards. We'll see what happens, though. Clerk93 in here says, yo, what's going on? Zane, thanks for tuning in. Arm Wrestling Opinion, Derek is a beast. I appreciate it, man. You are a beast for saying such things. Cardizos, Tezanos, Hermes versus Matt Mask. I think a couple of streams ago, I switched it to Hermes. I am now thinking Hermes is going to take it. Sorry, Matt, you're my boy, but, just a prediction, not a big deal. Let's see. Carolyn Loomis, so happy for you. Thanks, Carolyn. I appreciate that. Sap the B, Hermes versus Michael Todd rematched to Hermes Kill Mask, ? On PR2. So you're saying that if Hermes beats Matt Mask, will they have a rematch with Michael Todd and Hermes, maybe on PR? That'd be interesting. I want some new matches. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see new names and not new. It doesn't have to be new names, but just new matches we haven't really seen. So because there's a lot of guys that are showing out right now, and I really want to see that match up with some other big names and see what can come out of it. Craig G asks, have you pulled Sarah Backman? No, I have met Sarah Backman once, and I asked her if she wanted to pull, and this is like 8 years ago. I said, hey, Sarah, she was at a practice in Southern California. I said, you want to arm wrestle? And she said, no, why would I pull you? You're a man. Quote. And then I never saw her again. So I wasn't going to try to pin her. I just wanted to feel how strong she was. But I have pulled Gabby, and Gabby is a tank. She's so strong, you guys. She is so strong. Elite B Patch, I'm sorry, Matt Mask is going to win. Maybe. I don't think it's a landslide victory for Hermes. I just think he has the edge right now in my head. Cardizos, I think Wild Horse will fack Masperini big time. It's a nightmare all over again. Maybe. That might happen, guys. That might happen. You versus Chance Shaw. You guys, a lot of people want to see me versus Chance Shaw. And don't get me wrong, I would like to arm wrestle Chance. I'm sure Chance would like to arm wrestle me. We have talked about it, but it's just like, me, Chance, some of the other guys, Corey West, some of the guys that are there are going up. I mean, to stop any of our progress or to halt any of our momentum by having a match with each other kind of kills a little bit of the upswing, right? As some of the guys that are really trying to climb to the top. So, like Chance says, and I agree with him, like we should be aiming for the guys that have been here for a while and trying to knock off some names that are on that list that have been established, right? So we'll face each other, but it probably won't be for a while because yeah, we're climbing together, right? A Chance don't want none of this. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll face each other at some point, I promise. Yvonne, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Goku Black, who's it going to be to spill the soup? The soup? What you talking about, Willis? Clark 93, Gasparini versus Georgie. Georgie. Which Georgie? Is Devin in it? Oh, I don't know about the PR thing. I'm not sure. So in regards to the new PR King of the Table, I just wanted to chat up with you guys, see what kind of matches you guys want to see, what you guys were thinking, what exciting matches you guys would like to see for that. I have some stuff I want to see. Like I've been saying forever, I really want to see Devin and Gennady. I know everybody's obsessed with seeing Devin and Vitali or Devin and Levon, but I think Gennady is up there in strength right now. I think that Gennady has all the tools. I think that just setting aside rankings, don't even fucking worry about the rankings. Just, yo, live stream madness tonight. I love it. Derek versus Kid Echo, 100%. From Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show. Thank you, John. I appreciate you tuning in here, bud. Always good to get a super chat. First super chat of the night, by the way. First super chat of the night. Thanks, John, for pitching in. Yeah, dude, Alex. I want Alex, for sure. But yeah, I think that if you put all rankings aside, like just think about a cool match that you'd like to see. Dude, Gennady and Devin just pops in my head every single time. I just can't see how that match is anything but amazing, with amazing transitions and cool moves going on and like super high level, deep thought out plans. Like, dude, how do you even prep for that where they all have different moves? Like, that match would be nuts. Yeah, I get it. Everybody wants to see Devin versus Levon. I know it'd be cool. I'd watch it too. I'm just saying, Devin and Gennady, man, that's what gets my nipples hard thinking about stuff like that. Okay, where were we? I wasn't falling too far behind. Do you know Ingen's exercises for pronation? Yes, I do. The arm wrestling. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of them, you guys. It's pronation. Pronation only does one. It does a couple things, I guess. Actually, it's an elbow flexor, and it turns your palm over at the same time. So utilize those. Try to have your elbow flexing as you're doing the pronation movements. I like to train pronation with defensive pronation, so palm up to thumb up, and offensive pronation, thumb up to thumb down. I train them separate. Right. So, and then in each style of pronation, you want maybe the handle over the top part of your hand, around your thumb, or over the bottom part of your hand. You can switch those up. But yeah, I train defensive and offensive separate. And if and when you try that, have a pulley. When you're doing offensive pronation, thumb up to thumb down, the pinning part of pronation. When you're doing that, have it from a high attachment. And I guarantee, if you have not actively tried that before, from a high attachment coming down, doing pinning pronation, it's going to blow your pronator up. Try it. Get back to me. Let me know. Send me a message, a little video. Let me know when you try offensive pronation from a high attachment point coming down and you keep your elbow locked in, because what you're going to want to do, because it's going to be, you're going to be really weak at it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flail your elbow like this as you pronate. Keep your elbow tucked in so it doesn't flail, and just turn your wrist. And you'll be doing like minimal amount of weight, and you're going to feel your pronator blow up. Try it. Let me know. It's whatever. Okay, wait, where were we? Oh, no. You guys go so fast. Okay. Who you got, Josh Grant or the Turkish dude? Josh Grant. Who would be the guys you want to pull? Derek, maybe Schoolboy? I want to pull Alex Kardeka internationally, or Mike Aiello in the country. I also have to get past Tom Nelson in a couple of months, but those are the names that immediately popped in my head. I mean, obviously there's other matches, but those are the first ones that popped in my head. Big Alex, outside of America. Mike Aiello, inside America. Sap the Bee. Hermes will win. He was 103 pounds last time with a steel plate and wrist. Now he's 103 kg, sorry. I think it won't be close. Hermes 5'0". Also, UKL Chance, bigger hand, and levers. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Hermes, like I said, looks a lot bigger, more explosive than last time. He's healthy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And they're playing with a different set of rules and stuff. We'll see. Who's the first name on that list that comes to mind? Wait, Jesse asked. I'm not sure if you're asking about which list it was you're referring to, but hopefully I answered that already. The guy with the name A. What do you think about what do you think are the keys to victory for Hermes and Mask? They pull similar. They both dump and they like to the pull back. I think Hermes is more hand based than Matt. Um, so the keys to victory for Hermes and Mask. Okay, so the key to victory for Hermes against Matt. Um, Matt has a long lever. He's really tall. Matt's like 6'6", right? He has a long lever and a big old hand, and he dumps so that way he can get his lever vertical, right? And put a lot of pressure on this strap. So he gets his arm straight up and tries to maneuver his thumb ridge high, right? And his webbing high. So that way his arm will be vertical. He gets those things high and starts posting backwards. He has a big enough hand where he can kind of bring you along for the ride. So I think emphasizing knuckles up for Hermes, but not too much, right? That's the thing is if you go all knuckles up, then you lose pressure on this bottom strap and you'll get pulled open. So you have to find a balance, and Hermes needs to find a balance of knuckles up, but not so far up that he gives up pressure on this, but just knuckles higher than Matt's. And then get his arm vertical too and do more of a posting and cupping style to control the top of Matt's hand. What you don't want to do is try to sink in a hook or anything like that. And I think Hermes won't try that. He'll try a posting style as well. I just think that if he tries to control Matt, it's going to be all bad. If he tries to control him by grabbing low, it's going to be all bad. So he needs to go knuckles up more than Matt, right? Try to get his angles over here a little higher than Matt's angles, and then add adequate pressure on the bottom strap because it's going to go to the straps. Let's just acknowledge that. Unless Hermes flashes him, because I believe Hermes is more explosive than that. But yeah, that's what I would say for Hermes. Controlled knuckle up pressure. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dude, you guys are going quick. Here we go. Let's kick it into turbo gear. Wait, how many 26 legs? Okay. Where are we at? Okay, Hermes versus Gennady. Ooh, that'd be good. I have to give it to Gennady in my eyes. But remember, I'm a big Gennady fan. Devin versus Gennady will happen next for sure. It will be chaos. Yes, it will be awesome. Coach Ray versus Uncle John. Righty. Coach Ray, lefty. Uncle John did pretty well with the top roller. Coach Ray did pretty well with the top roller in Mazda here. I don't know enough about Uncle John's style of top rolling left-handed and the weight. Is Coach Ray heavier now? John, is Coach Ray heavier than you? I need a little more information. Spencer Doucette says, yo, what's going on? Clerk93, I don't know what George's last name is, but was after pulling at the PR event. Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about. And you were asking about him versus who? That Georgie? Who are you asking about? Him versus, I can't remember. But I know what George you're talking about. If we get the likes up to 100, I finally subbed Eric. Oh, you better sub, you son of a bitch. From Daniel Yurick. Michael Edwards, get it. Let's get Ivan Cook. Gennady and Dave should be at the king of the table. Gennady and Dave. I know Gennady's down for that match. I know Gennady's so much bigger and stronger than the last time he faced Dave. I'd be interested to see that for sure. Salute from Canada. Simon, what's going on, bud? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. All these I like seeing new names in here. People I don't remember talking to. Schoolboy versus Irakli also. What? Maybe. I haven't really thought about it too much. If that's too loud, let me know. Sorry, a motorcycle just drove by. Let the motorcycle go. It's just I opened up the sliding glass door next to me so I get a little air in here. Do you think you can beat Schoolboy? I would love that match for sure. I'm down to try for sure. I think we're in a similar wheelhouse. I don't think either way it'd be a landslide victory. But I think I have some tools necessary to beat someone like Schoolboy. I think. But I'd love to find out. I know like a year ago or so, his brother said he thinks I might have the edge, but it's been a while. So who knows? Is Big Alex a Russian dude in Florida? Is Big Alex a Russian dude in Florida? No. The Alex I'm talking about is from Poland. He lives in Poland, Jesse S. Black Widow in here. Irakli will break Schoolboy's hand. Are you kidding me? Ivan says, you mean side pressure? Unavailable 11 says, how do you think it's going to be in the Gasparini versus Mask fight? Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a big war, guys. I think we'll know pretty quick what's going to happen in that match. Like I said, I'm giving the edge to Gasparini as of now. The King's King says, Devin won't go for anyone other than Levon. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that at all. Devin is a fan of arm wrestling. I know Devin wants the #1 rank. I know that, right? I know he's told me this. He wants to try to touch it He wants to try to touch the number one rank again, but I don't think he's so blinded by that he wouldn't take on other matches leading up to that, especially matches that he knows people want to see, and he himself would love to arm wrestle. I know he's interested in pulling Gennady. I know that is a legendary matchup, but I do know he wants that number one spot. So I'd be interested to see, how much he wants either one of those things. Georgie versus Gasparini. Oh yeah, so Gasparini, big time. Cardizzo's, who's the strongest in terms of side pressure you've ever felt? Side pressure I've ever felt. I've pulled Todd Hutchings. I've never. Okay, of people that have applied side pressure on me, Todd Hutchings, right? Yeah, but I mean, I've gripped up with Levon and stuff like that, but he didn't try side pressure on me, right? So he might have had it within him, but he didn't show me it. So I would have to say Todd Hutchings, right? Let's see. Jay Gilbert. Hey, Big D. Always good to hear from you. Hey, Jay Gilbert. Always good of you to sign in, man. Juan Alvarez, West Side Arms. Tugboat versus Pork Chop. Stylistically, that goes to Chance, and I believe Chance is heavier. Chance is more experienced. There's a lot of big factors in that match that would lean towards Chance, but I know Pork Chop is an absolute monster, but he hooks Chance low hand top rolls, which is meant to beat hook pullers. So I think you have to give the edge to Chance, but I don't in no way underestimating Pork Chop. I think he's a beast, especially if he got Chance turned in. But getting Chance turned in is a whole separate ballgame. Justin Pascone says, "What's up, Derek? Always look forward to the content. When do you plan on competing again?" I will be competing on August 6th, 7th. I haven't actually booked the rooms and stuff yet, but the plan right now is that in Phoenix, Arizona, on August 6th, 7th, I'll be competing in one of the Bill Collins' events. I'll be taking my whole team out there. So if you guys want to head out to Phoenix and you guys see me, the whole squad will be out there representing. All my amateur guys will be getting their table time. My pro level guys will be out there hopefully killing it. We'll be traveling as a team. So that'll be August 6th, 7th in Phoenix. So I will be pulling left-handed. My match is less than a month after that. So I'm not going to be putting my right arm on the table and risk getting it hurt in a serious event. But I'll pull left, and right now I'm ranked 9th in the country left-handed, which I don't even care about this left. Although look at the size of this thing. No, but I'll put left up for that. So someone can come try to take that 9th rank from me. And then after that, I have my super match on September 4th. Oh, before that though, I'll be flying out to North Carolina on the 25th of July 25th. I'll be out in North Carolina. If any of you guys are near there, be heading over to James Reach Ride's place, and we're gonna have a big practice. A ton of guys coming out there. I might be putting on a little mini seminar. I'm trying to figure out what I want to cover or what they want me to cover exactly. Maybe the basics arm wrestling or just how to identify your weaknesses is something they mentioned. So we're gonna talk about some stuff and just hang out and have a good practice and just hang out. And then we'll hang out. Clerks 93, Mega Mike versus Corey West. Mega Mike is obviously my boy and my teammate. I think Corey would be a little too much right now. But, dude, Mike is growing so fast. Mike has a big match coming up on the same day that I have a match with John Hoffman. Mike has a match with John Hoffman at 245 pounds as a match on the same card I'm on with Tom Nelson. So that's going to be an exciting one. John Hoffman is a big top roller. He basically kind of pulls like Travis Bagent, right? Loads up and fires back really fast. And they pulled it at practice recently, and I'm excited to see them go at it. And that'll be Mike's first high-level super match against John Hoffman. Sap the B says, Derek, I think you versus Morozov would be a good match. Thoughts? Morozov is a fucking animal. Either way, that sounds like it hurts my arm. Either way, a match with Morozov sounds so violent that I'm just telling him, please just stop shaking around. But, I mean, I'm down. That guy's a beast. Jeremy Landrum says, sorry I missed you in Hot Springs with the Monster Brother. Igor is the polar opposite of Devin for arm wrestling. Igor? I mean, yeah, I guess they're opposites in some ways for sure. Never really thought about the comparison. I would say Ingen is Devin's opposite in a lot of ways. And it makes me laugh. Like sense of humor, like outlook on the actual sport. Like there's so many things that Ingen and Devin are opposites, which I always laugh. That's one thing that made me laugh about their feud. I wished it wouldn't have got so serious, but that always made me laugh a little bit that they're so opposite. You versus Lachlan. Craig G says, I would love to pull Lachlan. How much does Lachlan weigh? I think he's like an undersized super heavyweight, right? Not to say that he's not strong, but I question his hand size. And I have a good top roll. My top roll is, I think it's better than my hook. It's close. I right now I think my top roll is sharper than my hook. I think. But I asked Corey West. He thinks my hook was sharper than my top roll, but my top roll was strong enough to do some damage recently. I don't know. But I would love to pull Lachlan. No problem there at all. Definitely think he's a very strong dude. I know Ryan hails Lachlan as like one of the top guys in the world. I don't personally, but I know, like I said, I haven't pulled him. I don't see him being as strong as one of the top guys in the world right now. But I think I said last time I was interviewed about Lachlan, just from what I see in the videos I watch and stuff like that, I think he's super legit, guys. I think Lachlan is really strong. I don't know if he's as strong as Ryan hails him to be, but I would say, dude, he looks like he'd if he lived in the United States, I think he'd be top 12, top 10 super heavyweights. I think he would. I think he'd legitimately be in there, and that's big praise. I think that's a big deal. It's something I'm going for. So, let's see. Who's the strongest in terms of back pressure you've ever felt? Well, back pressure to me is your ability to bring your elbow backwards without compromising certain things, right? Successful back pressure. That's how I look at back pressure. Oh man, I pulled Trubin. I pulled Trubin at a seminar. That was crazy. So we'll go with Trubin. Sap to B, do you think Devin for Hermes makes sense if Hermes dominates Mask 5-0? Would be a good storyline. Devin avenges his brother. Yeah, I mean, Hermes is explosive as well. Hermes is very exciting on the scene right now. It's really cool to see him arm wrestle anybody because he hasn't been traditionally getting big super matches with those guys and mixing it up too much. We got to see him at, Zloty every once in a while, and then that random match with Mike Todd. But after that, it wasn't too much, right, from Hermes. And he is one of the, big up-and-comers in the world at the top level. So, yeah, I'd be interested in seeing Hermes pull anyone, right? I still have my dream match with Gennady, but yeah, I'd love to see Hermes and Devin, of course, and see how Devin handles that. I just think Devin has more tools. I think he has a good amount more tools than Hermes. Bob Brown versus Gary Rhodes. Bob Brown, Gary Rhodes. Who's Gary? Is that like Cobra Rhodes and Gary mixed? Well, with two of them, yeah, I think Gary Rhodes takes it. Carlos Joaquim says, "I'm a big fan, big guy. When you start taking gear, just take it. Don't talk too much about it. It's not such a big deal. Just do your thing. Nobody's business what you do." Smiley face. Word, man. I appreciate that, bro. Ain't none of y'all's business. Yeah, man. Like on that topic again. Every stream it gets brought up. Every stream. I've said it 1,000 times, guys. If I have to make the decision to take stuff, then I will. I'll do it because that's the realm I'm in and the realm I'm trying to get to. I don't read into it too much. If you guys do, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to advise any of you guys to do anything or take anything like that. I'm just saying for my journey and things I'm doing, if I get to make the decision that I have to do it. Like I come to the crossroads, Derek, it's time to start taking stuff, or it's time to stop chasing number one in the world. Then I'll take it. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, guys. I've been working 11 years towards this goal. I'm not just going to stop at that. That's not going to be the crossroads that makes me stop ascending to the top. Not for me, not with my story, but everybody's different, guys. So please don't take what I say as any kind of influence on what you should do, but that's just where I'm at in the sport. And then Super Shredder Derek. Ow. I went to the gym a little while ago. I'm a little beat up. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that, man. Miwol Ace says, Derek, can you list your top 10 arm wrestler right now? Top 10. Oh, it's a big list. I can give you a quick, off the top of the head, top 10. Quick, top of the head. It's gonna be bad. I know I would revise this list 100 times because I didn't have this planned out. Let's go. Levon, Devin, Vitali, Mike, Dave, Gennady, Hermes, Jerry, Trubin, and I know I'm probably missing a bunch. Prunick? A big Prunick, big giant Prunick. Dennis is out. I'm not counting Dennis right now. He's kind of still hurt. We'll go Prunick, the big Prunick that showed up at top 8. There we go. That's where I'm going. Oh, I had a super chat. Sorry about that. Repulsive Gravity with a $10 super chat. Would sign a year contract with WL if given the opportunity. I think you're asking me, would I sign a year contract WL? I would definitely consider it. You guys, like, I have so many goals in this sport, and if I have to sign something that's going to lock me down and not allow me to keep chasing who I want to chase and arm wrestle who I want to arm wrestle, I'm not a big fan of that, especially not if it's a considerable amount of money. Not that I'm like some like high rich dude. I'm just saying it would have to be worth so much money for me to set aside my 11-year dream so far chasing the number one spot. And if it's just like, dude, you sign the contract and then I can never try to arm wrestle Levon or whoever the top guy is at the time, then like, dude, that's a rough decision, because I'm so dead set on that goal. I mean, it would be an honor to even be considered for a WAL contract and be offered one for sure. I'm not discrediting that at all. I'm just saying for my path and what I'm pursuing, I just don't know if it'd be conducive to like what I'm going for. So I'd really, I mean, obviously I would sit and think about it. It wouldn't be, can't make that decision right now. But yeah, if they're 5-year contract, Eric, and people, there's guys like Ian Carnegie and guys that went to that contract that like only arm wrestled like twice in like 4 years. They only got WL matches like twice. They just kind of sat around. I mean, that sucks. So that's my opinion on this. But yeah, like I said, it's a huge honor to even be offered a WL contract. And I would definitely put some thought into it. But yeah, it kind of scares me a little bit. Okay. Devil Rapper Derek, would you want to pull Terrence Opperman? Oh, Terrence Opperman from I almost said Florida, from Africa. Terrence is a beast, man. I don't know enough about his style. It's been so long since I've really seen him compete. I believe he was a really hand dominant style guy. Right? Oh man, I have to watch more videos. But yes, of course, I'd love to arm wrestle him. Guys, I'm not afraid to arm wrestle anybody at all. I mean, at this point, at least for me, the worst that can happen is I get pinned. You know what I mean? Like, there's a potential for bicep tear. I don't think I'll break my arm at this point. I mean, I do get pretty competitive, but I don't think I'm in a big danger. So the worst thing that really is going to happen, odds are, is I get pinned. Like, what is there to be afraid of? If I can just get over, the embarrassment of it, then it's just arm wrestling in regards to that. So I might as well just keep chasing. If you take a loss, you take a loss. Just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my Michael Todd impersonation. Have you seen Delusional Ryan Bowen's series? I've seen a couple of them. It's hard, you guys. In terms of the Delusional Ryan Bowen series, like, you put yourself out there that much, and people want to know predictions. You guys are asking me predictions. Everybody wants to know predictions, and then like if you don't get them right, and Ryan really puts himself out there, it's hard. You're gonna mess things up when you predict every single match. You're gonna be wrong. It's just gonna happen. So that sucks that people are on him and editing him so much and chopping up everything he says. But I think Ryan, like the difference, I think when I predict things is you guys hear me kind of get both sides of it and like kind of why I think this might be like this. Ryan is more like, this guy's going to destroy this guy 6-0, boom, suck it. He kind of says things like that, which kind of gets him in trouble. I'm not really that confident in my predictions. Let's see. Aussie arm wrestler in the house, Derek, you big ledge. Love your work. Bang. Bang. Aussie arm wrestler, dude, big congrats on your channel exploding. Aussie arm wrestler is over 1,000. I heard he just got officially monetized, because once you get 1,000 guys, then you have to get a certain amount of watch time hours, 1,000 subscribers, certain amount of watch time hours, and then you have to apply to YouTube to get monetized. They check out your channel, and then they talk, and you gotta wait, and then you gotta link your account. It's like it's a couple month long thing to get actually monetized. And I heard Aussie arm wrestler officially finally got monetized and everything. This dude is balling. Now, congratulations, Aussie arm wrestler. He's been putting in the work, guys. He's been putting in the work. Destination Pinocchio says, bang. Yusuf Alhunayan. Who is the most explosive person you've arm wrestled? Explosive, fast guy. I mean, there's lightweight guys that I arm wrestle who are really explosive, but I could catch them, because I'm a lot stronger. Like Oleg Mosai from LA. 175 guy, but he's super explosive. He's the fastest arm wrestler on the West Coast. So I guess him. Unless you want to talk about like a super that's fast. In terms of super heavyweights I haven't arm wrestled that many super fast super heavyweights. They're really rare. So I pulled Travis in a tournament. I mean, I'd have to say Travis probably. I mean, although I didn't face top level Travis either, and he beat me still. So I guess I'd say Travis. Sap the Bee. Oh, Aussie arm wrestler. I definitely would. Repulsive in a heartbeat. Sap the Bee says, Derek, have you been Boiling Crab? Have you been to Boiling Crab? Do you like it? No, I have not. I'm not sure. Derek, how much can you hammer curl with a belt hammer curl with a belt? So I'm wearing a belt from 90 degrees position. How much can I hammer curl? I did some hammer curls today. The gym here only went up to 75 pounds, because I'm at a hotel, so it's a hotel gym. But I did that for a couple sets of 10. I like my super curl bar, right? That's one of my favorite things I lift with in the gym. It's not an easy curl bar, has little sways in it. A super curl bar is like, it's like big sways. So when you grab it, you're basically doing hammer curls. I do that with 2 hands, and I did 205 for 2 sets of 10 recently with minimal sway. I'm a pretty strict form type of guy. So that's a 245s and a 10 on each side. So I did that for 2 sets of 10. So there you go. That's with 2 hands though. Sap the Beast says, Super Prunic versus Hermes is my dream match. That would be explosive. I think Hermes would just be a little bit too much. I think he's just too big and powerful right now. And not to take anything from Prunic, but I think Hermes would just be too explosive and crazy, right? That'd be a lot for Prunic to catch. And he would try to catch it, I think. So, but Prunic has some tools too. He has some options. And we're talking about Super Prunic, like the big Prunic. Woo-hoo-hoo, baby, I want to see that match. Let's see. Daniel Urick, plug in the Discord in the chat, you guys. There we go. I love to talk about the Discord. You guys know there's an arm wrestling Discord. If you guys don't know what Discord is, it's a live chat room. Basically, you download an app on your phone, or you can do it on your computer, called Discord. Discord is usually made for gamers and stuff like that. But basically, you get on there. I created an arm wrestling Discord. There's 2 arm wrestling Discords. There's one called Polar Public, and there's one called just Arm Wrestling Discord. You'll find me in the Arm Wrestling Discord one. So, yeah, it's in there. It's a live chat room. We talk about training. There's a training part. There's a general discussion part. There's a videos discussion part. And then there's a voice chat where I'm in there every day. Right now, especially, I'm in the voice chat every day, chatting it up with my guys. There's a lot of the guys from Discord in the chat room right now. But we're just talking about stuff, just bullshitting. I answer training questions all day. A lot of times I live stream my workouts, at least the last half of my workouts, and I chop it up with the guys, give any kind of tips that I can. And they get to go with me to on my little food trips and stuff like that. They know way too much about me. But I have it no other way. That's my crew. That's my crew. The Discord guys are my crew for sure. So if you guys get a chance, Daniel is sharing the link right now for Discord. Go ahead and follow that link, and I'll see you guys in there. Shoot me a message, just at, AW Derek, and we'll talk it up. Jason Canova Arm Wrestling. Hey, it's me, fans. What's up, Derek? You're my favorite Bessie. Thanks, man. Spencer Doucette says, smash that like button, guys. Thanks. Where are we at? 57 likes and 79 guys. But how many people have joined and left? Yeah, we should at least be at like 70 likes right now. Let's get those up to 70 likes pretty quick, please. If you guys don't know how to do it, you're in a live chat. X out that live chat, and there's a little thumbs up thing. Click that thumbs up, and then bring back up the live chat. That's all you got to do. Get that thing up to 70. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, where are we at? Pyro Matu, do it, says. Jay Gilbert, Devil Rapper, haha. Benjamin says, amongst popular names, who do you think who do you think close to your in term of level, mean your match versus him would be very close, maybe Chance Shaw or someone higher up? Okay. A lot of super heavyweights are kind of like not one trick, but they usually aren't very well-rounded. I consider myself a pretty well-rounded person right-handed. My left arm's not very well-rounded. My right one is, though. I have very good outside option and inside option. So there's some guys that I think I'm a good counter to, where it might be a little quicker, but they're at a high level. So we'll say like this, like if I pulled Chance Shaw and I tried to hook him, I tried to go shoulder forward and get a hold of Chance, I don't think I can. I think Chance would pin me if I tried to hook Chance. Now, I have an outside option. Now, I have I have a taller arm than Chance, and I have a good high posting top roll, which is not very good for Chance's style. So in terms of that, I think I might be able to get him. I mean, obviously, we'll find out one day. But when we practiced a while ago, we were both really hurt. It was not a good practice. But that was some of the angles I was trying with him, and I was able to get him that way. So it depends on the style. But like if you're like, Derek, who can you hook with? I can give you a better answer. But if you try to say like in general, there's like this one, because it can do in or out. So yeah, give me more specifics. Where do you think I'm at? Because it's hard. right? I have to look at each individual person as a matchup and what kind of options I think I have. Larry Saginashvili coming in here with the flexing arms and the thing. Wow, I thought Dave Chafee's your top 10 list. I put Dave my top 10 list. Dave was I said Levon, Devin. I put Dave at number 4. No, wait, I put Mike at number 4. I put Dave at number 5. I put Dave at number 5. Of course I put Dave at number 5. You crazy? But you can't put him above those guys yet, I don't think, because he lost to them, He lost to Devin and he lost to Mike. So until that changes, I don't think putting him ahead of them is, would happen yet. Lagia says, your prediction on Hutchings versus Zoloev and Gasparini versus Mask. Lagia, we've been talking about Gasparini versus Mask a bunch already. I said Gasparini. Now, Hutchings versus Zoloev, I'm still watching Zoloev's weight. If Zoloev comes in as heavy as they're saying he's coming in at like 93 kg or some craziness. If he does, then that's a heavy Zoloev. And Zoloev was giving Hutchings fits, if not beating him, at a lighter weight. So interested to see that, really. And I don't know how hard Todd's been training. I think he's a pretty consistent trainer, kind of trains year-round. But I don't know where he's at right now or how big he is right now and going to be over there. So I don't know. I think Zoloev might have the edge. If he's as heavy as they're saying, then I think Zoloev has the edge. But one thing I am interested in that match in regards to specifics and technique, Rustam Babayev pulled pulled Hutchings a while ago. Rustam hooks and drags way back. He separates way back, and so you can't get tight and start driving sideways. Zoloev tends to go shoulder forward and get into the match a little bit and really try to overpower Todd Hutchings. Now, that's not a great way to arm wrestle Todd, in my opinion. So if Zoloev arm wrestles the way he's always arm wrestled and goes more shoulder forward against Todd, then I think it gives Todd a good edge. Now, but if he's that weight, he still might be able to beat Todd, even shoulder forward. But if he gets explosive and backwards, I think it really amplifies the chances for Zoloev. Chubby Devin says, would love to see more of Eric Spoto, very explosive and strong guy. Eric Spoto has been injured, you guys. He's been injured supposedly since Devin was there. I don't know any more specifics. Something with his elbow, but apparently he hasn't really arm wrestled since you saw those videos of him and Devin arm wrestling. Apparently he's been out kind of healing up. So that's just where I'm hearing rumors. I've heard that from Eric. So if that's the case, people are moving. Everybody's climbing up and up and up. But I do agree that Eric Spoto is amazingly strong. And when he is offensive and starts doing his move, freight train. Good luck stopping him. If you let Eric start doing his move and you try to stop him, Eric is in the top 5 of the country, for sure. Now, I think that's a very specific thing. He has to win the start, secure his hand, and then if he starts his move from there, if you try to stop him, you better be top 5 in the United States. I think there's some options before that happens, but yeah, he definitely strong. That boy's strong. Jason No arm wrestling. Would you want to see Big Lenny pull a top 10 match? That would be an epic match. Big Lenny, who dat? Aussie arm wrestling. Thanks, heaps, man. We'll have you on the show real soon. Oh, I'd love to go on your show, Aussie arm wrestling. Let me know when, man. Craig G says Ryan Bowen versus Alex Toproll. Ryan, I think Ryan trains a lot harder than Alex. I think Alex is kind of living the good life right now, and Ryan's training pretty hard. So, and Ryan, you guys, is a good arm wrestler. Ryan is a really good arm wrestler. He is. And he has multiple moves right now. He has different options. He's for sure a really good arm wrestler. And so is Alex. I just think Ryan is training a little bit harder right now. Alex is kind of, I don't see many videos of Alex out there at the gym killing it, and I don't know at what intensity he's prepping, So, man, I think I'm gonna give it to Ryan right now. Alex, I love you, but just off what I've known lately, I'll give it to Ryan. How close would Eric Spoto be to the top 10? From Dominic Sommer. Eric to the top 10 in the world or in the United States? If the United States, I believe he is top 10. I don't know exactly where, but if anybody pulls inside with him, good luck. You better have a really good outside option or be a fucking monster inside. You better be Dave Chafee or something inside if you're going to try to stop Eric Spoto inside. That's why Corey West is interested in the Eric Spoto match. He had asked me about it before. What do you think? Man, the odds of injury, there's going to be so much power there colliding into a hook. I think Corey is a little more versatile in his hook and in his angles than Eric. But man, there's so much pressure there. I hope no one would get hurt. You'd have to have some serious inside horsepower to stop Eric if you don't have an outside option to take his hand. Derek, what's your favorite exercise for wrist flexion? Wrist flexion. I like to divide my wrist flexion into bottom 2-finger cupping and top 2-finger knuckle up cupping. And if you do that, if you guys try to divide your cupping that way, it's easiest with a cone handle. You get a cone handle, and then you put the fat part of the cone handle on your top 2 fingers, and then you switch it around, put the fat part of the cone handle on your bottom 2 fingers. If you do those, you'll notice it'll hit your forearm entirely different. So I do flat cupping, like a flat, big rolly handle on all 4 fingers, but I like switching it up. So cone handles are great for me. Chubby Devin says Michael's press is fast. Yeah. Zane says, who would win? Vrej Sadakian, pull on the left arm. Oh, who would beat Vrej? That dude is ridiculous. Oh, the guys at WF who had matches with him. I mean, he wasn't even first place. That's the craziest shit, guys. Vrej comes to the United States at 175 pounds, beats everyone left-handed. Dude's a monster, right? Beats Ron Bath, beats fucking everyone. And he's 175 pounds, and he wasn't even number 1 in the world at 175 pounds left-handed. That's the crazy shit. Everybody gets so obsessed on Vrej because he's a monster, and he is, but people don't even think about the fact that he had wars with guys from Georgia and things like that left-handed. I think Ingen even beat him left-handed at some point. So, like, dude, that's how crazy the lightweight level is around the world. It's wild. It's really wild. How much is your training programs taking clients? ? From Great. Thank you for asking that. Great. I am currently not doing any online coaching. I was doing it for a while. It's very important to me. When I do things like online coaching, I put a lot of effort into it. I don't like giving you guys shitty coaching. I don't just put out bland programs. I only take 10 clients at once when I am doing it, and I really get involved with each person, right? We're going to have a lot of talking to do, a lot of conversations. I want to see videos of your practices, videos of you in the gym. It's really important that I don't give you a shitty run-of-the-mill program. And so, therefore, one, my cost is higher for sure, but I really treat it like an individual training program. It ended up taking so much of my time because I was so concerned about it that it was like overwhelming. I wasn't able to focus on a lot of things because I was doing the training so much. So I throttled back, and I haven't been doing it right now. Lately, though, and that was 4 or 5 months ago. Lately, though, I've been wanting to kind of get back into it. So pretty soon, you guys might hear me announce that I'll start doing the individual coaching again. But it's like basically, I mean, you could call it programming or whatever. I'm basically an online arm wrestling coach for you. Like, that's what I do. I oversee your practices, your form, your technique, everything I can online, everything I can possibly do online for you. That's what I do when I do my coachings, right? So I only take a few people because it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I will let you guys know ASAP as soon as I open that back up, and because I definitely had a lot of inquiries about it. Oh shit. Okay. You guys are moving. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We'll try to hook Chance Shaw. No, I wouldn't try to hook Chance. Not a deep inside hook anyway. 45 more likes to our sub Derek. I think he means karate belt. No, a karate belt is awesome. Karate belts are fantastic. I like to use the cone handle. Wait, what do you mean I think karate belt? Anyway, do you feel stronger arm wrestling out or in? Right-handed, honestly, it's a toss-up right now. I really sharpened up my outside game when I was prepping for Mike Todd to go train with him at his house. Like, I spent a solid month prepping, eating a ton, just like getting as big as I possibly can to go out to Mike's house and to try to mimic Devin and top roll. And I don't know if you guys saw the clips. It went well. Compared to a month before that, I couldn't even touch Mike. And I spent a solid month of just doing outside work and just eating and getting bigger. And it went well. And I've been doing a lot of outside pulling. Although I went to this tournament recently and did inside pulling, and that really went well too. But I think right now my outside is a little sharper than my inside. Let's see. Justin, how would Spoto versus Hermes play out? Hermes has too much outside. I don't think, and he's too fast right now. N Stock says, have you picked a nickname yet? No, man, I'm staying away from it for right now. I want to do it like, see, I always say I want Neil Pickup to pick my nickname. Neil, or maybe like Devin, but I want it to be a serious one. But like, now that the time is drawing closer, and I think within the next couple of years, you know, like maybe I have a match on one of Neil's cards, and it might actually happen pretty soon. I'm so scared of what nickname he might try to give me. It's just always something based off my size, and I don't mind that. I guess my whole life's been like that, but I'm more than just this giant dude, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Eric says, get on the Leo and Longevity podcast. He can help advise you on PEDs. He's into arm wrestling also. I know Leo. Leo used to arm wrestle with the LA team with Vrej and with Vazgen Segoyan. I met him a few times. Leo's a great dude for sure. I would love to go on that podcast and learn something about him. I definitely don't know a ton about PEDs at all, and I'd love to learn more. Sap the Beast says, how do you think it would go against Jerome Loud? I don't know enough about Jerome to give you any kind of prediction, to be honest, man. I know he has some great wins. He looks like a very strong dude. I just haven't really studied him. Let's see. I would love to see you pull Eric Spoto. He's not that far from you. He's not. He's only about 3 hours away. Froze says, I'm a national level powerlifter and have only have about a year worth training into arm wrestling, and I'm 18. Going to my first city team practice soon. How bad am I gonna get bodied? Let's see. So you're 18. You're a powerlifter. Go to my first city practice. First off, dude, I had a message, you guys. I had messages today. I was talking to new guys about coming to my practice and other practices. When you go to your first practice, for those of you guys that are interested in going to your first practice, number one, take a bottle of water. That's all you really need to go to a practice. Number two, you need to leave all pride in your car. Don't take anything in there. Don't go into a practice assuming you're going to be at any level whatsoever. Go in there with a complete open mind, open to the fact that you might be the weakest dude in there. You might end up surprising some people and being strong. But if you go there with the intention of trying to compete against guys, there's the odds of you getting hurt, and there's a huge chance you're going to get really discouraged from wanting to do it again. Because you go in there like, I couldn't move anyone. Just go in there attempting to just learn, learn safety first. If the guy that first teaches you arm wrestling doesn't teach you safety first off, he's a fucking idiot, right? But second off, if someone starts just talking to you about the moves and how to hook and stuff right away, like, hey, real quick, maybe dial it back a little bit, throttle back. How do I not break my arm again? And how do arm breaks happen, right? What is going on when they break? And then how to not break my arm. Maybe start there. Maybe we'll start there and then start getting into basic techniques. You want to learn from the floor up. You want to learn from your feet to why your feet need to face certain ways and where the feet go, to your hips. Where should they be positioned? Where should I move them during a match? Up to your back, to your elbow, to your shoulders, to your offhand, to your competing hand. You want to learn all that stuff first, how to stand, how to position your body, and then get into it. But in terms of prediction, man, it depends on what team you're going to and stuff like that. There's a lot of things, man. But I wouldn't even think about that, about how bad you're gonna get beat. Assume you're gonna get beat by everybody. There you go. You're gonna lose to everyone. Assume that, man. And then just go there and have fun and just be open to learning. That's it. That's all you got to worry about is being open to learning and just digesting everything that they're going to throw at you. And it's hard because they're going to throw 8 million different little fun facts at you in your first 20 minutes. Diego Ibarra says, hi, hola. What's going on, man? Repulsive Gravity says he's still injured. That sucks. Let's see. Devin's broke Spoto. Interesting. I don't know. Apparently he's been hurt. Todd's elbow is weirdly good. I agree. Yukon Jack 92. I think Big Lenny was on Shanana. What? Jason Canova Arm Wrestling says not top 10 match. A tan top 10? Like Michaelo top 10? Oh, he wins. You and Mega Mike was a good match from Trey Suit. Yeah, Mike won. Happens. It happens. My boy's a killer. You guys, as much as I pride myself on trying to get strong and pursuing my career as a competitor in arm wrestling, I put just as much effort towards my team and towards getting them ready and training them and training you guys and helping give out advice and learning more and digesting more and reading stupid books on programming and picking the brains of smarter people than myself. So yeah, I mean, Mike is becoming a beast and I'm helping him become more of a beast for sure. Repulsive Gravity with another $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. It says, because you deserve it, you the man. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that with the super chat. Support for the channel. Always going forward. Dude, that'd be so cool. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm almost caught up. Let me get caught up, and then I have a question for you guys. I love asking you guys questions. Great says, how are you going to pick your 10 clients for training? There's going to be hordes of people. Great. People, one, have to be able to do... have to have the right environment and mindset that I need. I learned some stuff when I was doing before. I need them to have a gym. I need them to have a team or people to get table time with. There's certain things I need people to have if you like, because it's really hard. People will come at me and be like, make me into a great arm wrestler. Okay, cool. It's like, what do you got? I got one rubber band. make me into a great arm wrestler. Like it'd be something like that. I'm like, it's not enough to work with. And since I have so many people vying for it, I've also had people come to me and be like, hey, listen, I don't really want any table technique advice. I don't really want any of this. I just want gym advice, and just for arm wrestling, just for like forearms. I'm like, dude, it's the whole package or nothing. It's either you get me as a full-on arm wrestling coach and I help critique everything and we go toward and help shape your arm wrestling career and get you on a badass track, or kind of nothing at all for me. And I learned, because I tried to do it halfway where I just help the guy with lifting or I just help the guy with table time, and then I'd be like, well, dude, your table time, you're missing a bunch of back pressure or whatever the thing is. And I'd be like, well, let's start working on this in this capacity, in this angle, and then he's just like, he doesn't want to do it my way. I don't know, it's weird. So either the full thing or nothing is going to be how it is, for sure. That's going to be the biggest change I'm going to make. Okay. I'm almost there, guys. I was almost caught up. PL was talking about doing a left-handed top 8. Who would be your top 8 left-handed? I'd have to think about that, man. Have things returned to a closer pre-COVID where you at, Derek? Yes, dude. I'm super strong right now. Strongest I've ever been, for sure. He's really 20 minutes behind in the comments. I appreciate Derek's hustle. I'm trying, man. David Sanders says, yeah, he tries to read everything, which is cool, I think. Beast for keeping up on the messages. I bring table, cooler, water, beer, music, straps. There you go. What do you think of the King's move? The King's move is a legit move. Depends on if you're looking at it from a competitive, like moral standpoint, or a competitor standpoint, or like a referee standpoint. Kind of depends on how you look at it. But either way, bro, there's so many cheap, what you would consider cheap things in arm wrestling. Like you want to pick one, you want to pick the King's move to bitch about, then cool. Or you can pick a big hand like Oleg Zoke has to bitch about, cool. Or you can pick, oh, that guy's taking more steroids than everybody else to bitch about, cool. Or you can bitch about me being 6'8", cool. Like, pick your thing, pick your poison of what you want to bitch about. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things. So in terms of that, at this level that I'm trying to get to, it's kind of run what you run, or run what you brung, meaning like whatever you show up and you put on that table, I'll show up and put on the table what I got, and we'll figure out what's going to happen. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. If anything past that, and I would stress myself out. So as a competitor, I got to look at it that way. As far as the look of the sport, I think it does do a little bit of damage as far as when a new person who doesn't know competitive arm wrestling sees a King's move, a new person walking down the street, and this happens to all of us. When you arm wrestle, they go, you're not allowed to use your body, you're not allowed to kink your wrist, you're not allowed to lean with it, they all think they know arm wrestling, right? And they think it's this. So when they see this, which is like the furthest thing away from what they consider arm wrestling, I think it might scare people away a little bit, right? It's like polar opposite. I mean, us even leaning goes against what they think. That is like the far other end of the spectrum. So in terms of like the image, what to a new guy, I don't think it helps. I don't think anybody sees that and is like, hell yeah, I want to get into that. Like, you know what I mean? Just me, and just who knows? That's just kind of what I feel as far as the image, and how it helps the sport. And then in terms of reffing and stuff, I don't know, man. As long as the matches are still moving, people like grinders. People like seeing wars. People like to see how to get around the King's move. So there you go. There's some thoughts. Skeptical says, Eric Spoto versus Devin in practice now would be interesting. Can Devin stop Spoto hit now? Is he bigger? Devin stopped him inside barely when he was way lighter. He is way bigger now, so I think it wouldn't be that interesting, in my opinion. CP reviews, dude, you're looking more massive. Good to see you more aggressive in your last tournament. Yeah, guys, I'm getting big. I'm getting bigger and way stronger. So by the time, I'm hoping, my plan is by the time I pull Tom Nelson to just like, because I'm training for Tom. I'm worrying about Tom. Of course I'm worrying about Tom. I have a lot of respect for Tom Nelson. That's my match in September. But I'm really, like, every time I'm doing a heavy set, every time I'm about to do like my last set of like curls or something like that, no joke, and this sounds kind of stupid, but I think about Levon. Like, I'll watch Levon's curls and stuff, and I'm like, dude, like, there's a heavy weight in front of me, but I keep picturing, like, Levon would do, like, 9 sets of this, and then I just go up there and I freak out about it. So, like, everything I train is just picturing his stupid freak numbers he's putting up. His pull-ups with 100 pounds. I mean, he's 380, right? So he's 20 pounds heavier than me, and he's adding 100 pounds on a belt, and he's doing 5 pull-ups. What?
So I've been working my ass off with pull-ups, trying to get to a good spot where I can just start banging them out comfortably and making gains there. Like I'm doing a lot of things, but I always think about Levon. But I know that's not a short-term goal; it's a long-term goal. But that's what I keep thinking. So I keep just staring at the top of the mountain, and anything that happens on my way there, cool, cool, cool. But I'm so obsessed with the top of the mountain now that that's what I'm going for. So I should be getting pretty massive. ESPN 1337 says, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so in terms of, dude, first off, that video was hilarious. I love that video. I mean, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. When it happens, when I pull in a hook, and when usually when I'm cold, like when I haven't warmed up yet, and I get pulled through, and it sends like a nervous system thing up my spine. You know, like when you get the cold shivers, and they say somebody walked over your grave, or someone's talking about you somewhere else, or something like that, and you get that weird shiver. I get that, right? It's just like, it's not, I don't do it on purpose. It's like involuntary. I'm like, oh, and I shake just to kind of, because my spine, just my nervous system just got taxed. Or, so it happens either when I'm cold and I get pulled through in a hook, or when I'm super beat up and I get pulled through in a hook. Because for some reason, or like injured or something like that, or like tore down, you know what I mean? Like I arm wrestled 3 days in a row and I try again. I'm like, oh, it's a nervous system thing. So I've known I've done it forever. I'm surprised that no one ever noticed it really until recently, because I've been doing that for like 11 years. So that video made me laugh a ton. For those of you guys that have not seen it, there's a video out there, I don't even know whose channel it's on, about me wiggling. Your current weight, I remember somewhere over 300 pounds, but not sure how much. I'm about 360. I haven't weighed myself in like a week. About 360. David Sanders says, calm down, bro. Oh, okay. Fenry S says, sup, Derek? Sup, man? Oh, David Sanders was talking to the guy in the chat. Let's see. Calm is not my name. Haha. What do you charge? I would get into it on an individual basis. I'll talk to you guys about what I would charge for individual training. But it's considerable. It's a considerable amount. But it's definitely like, you would only do my personal training or my online arm wrestling coaching if you were dead ass serious about this sport. Like you wouldn't do it just like lackadaisically, like I'm gonna see what if I like this sport. Hit me up once you're like ready to change your life into training mode and really go all out for the sport, because that's what I would be here for, right? When's your next match? That's in September 4th. 008, his name is 0082294 says, hey Derek, you said you gripped up with Levon. What did it feel like? What did he do? Did he show you something? It's in one of my videos. You guys want to know how big of a dick Levon is? No, he's an awesome dude. He's actually hilarious. That guy is like one of my favorite guys, and he speaks good English. Anyway, we only gripped up, and you saw a video of it, of us actually gripping up on a table. It's in one of my videos I put out there when I went to Turkey. And this is how sad it was. This is how lightly Levon takes me. When you grip up with like a kid, like a little kid, you're like, oh yeah, ooh, wow, you're strong. Oh, you got me. Like you don't even you don't even grip up with him. You don't even really apply pressure. You just kind of go, oh, good job. Like that's the shit. We walk up and I'm like, you want to grip up a little bit, Levon? And he goes, yes, okay. So we walk up and I grab his hand and I look at him and I'm like, and I was beat up. That was like my 19th day of arm wrestling, but I was like, all right, just go slow. Let's just get into it slow. Like I'm thinking, let's get into a deep hook. We'll just go slow. Take it easy, big guy. Give me the power though. Hit me with it. So he's like, okay. We go in slow, and I'm like, yeah. And he starts laughing and he goes out into a King's move. And then I'm like, immediately though, I get it. He's not gonna take me serious. So I start laughing. I go to a King's move too, but it still hurt. It hurt deep down. Because I was like, dude, he wouldn't even take me serious enough to like grip up or like let me try. Like he treated me like a child. So I did not get a real match with Levon, enough to get any kind of information whatsoever. I know my hands about that, when we measured, my arm's about that much longer than his, or like tip of my fingers. So I have a longer arm than him, but yeah, I didn't get any real good information from Levon. He treated me like a child, that son of a bitch. I'm gonna start doing that to everybody. Just laugh at him and let him pin me. Oh, good job. Actually, I've done it to people, but I don't mean it in a dick way. Yeah, that hurt my feelings. So no, he didn't show me anything, and his hand was thick. We want you to back to peak form and compete, bro. Says Dennis Ivanovich Saiplenkov. I'm there right now, and I'm ascending. I'm currently ascending to insane levels, guys. Insane levels. Climbing. Yeah, we all want to know. You said Levon didn't show you side pressure, so what did he do? Yeah, that was my story with Levon. That's all I got. And we hung out all weekend and laughed and we had food and we just chilled and stuff. It was a great time with him, but we didn't actually arm wrestle. I was fascinated by the Kings move when I first saw it. I didn't know it was an option. Brandon Allen, Filthy Power. Looking forward to learning from you, big dog. Brandon Allen, you guys, here we go. Brandon Allen in the chat. You guys see Brandon Allen, Filthy Power. Now, Brandon Allen, I talk about him all the time, especially on my chats and stuff and in Discord to people. I've been pushing that Brandon should arm wrestle Larry Wheels forever, right? Since I could. Brandon Allen lives in Las Vegas. He has a clothing line called Filthy Power. Wait, well, he had a gym called Filthy Power, but now it's a clothing line. But anyway, Brandon Allen was a power lifter, one of the best in the world, and he competed at the same time as Larry Wheels in powerlifting. Now, Brandon was, I hope I get this right, Brandon was a weight class above Larry, but he would. I think he lifted more than Larry, but he was a weight class above. But anyway, Brandon did amazing things in powerlifting, and Larry did amazing things in powerlifting, right? But within their weight classes, from what I know. Anyway, for both different reasons, they branched out of powerlifting, and Larry went his way and has a huge social media presence. Brandon's out in Vegas doing his own thing, but his social media presence isn't as big as Larry's. He has one though. He has a YouTube channel. Daniel, please get Brandon Allen's YouTube channel and post the link in the chat. But anyway, but they've been arm wrestling the same amount of time, right? And so I know Larry's had access to the top guys in the world, Devin, and everybody's flown out there. But Brandon's had no slouch at all. He's trained with Devin. He's trained with Mike Todd. I've gone out there. There's people that have gone out and trained with Brandon. But it's badass because their background is from the same. And so they've been training about the same amount of time in arm wrestling, and they're training both really hard. So that's the match I really want. I think the one reason they didn't go for it right off the top is because Brandon doesn't have as big of a social media following as Larry. So people will be like, who the fuck is Brandon Allen? In terms of arm wrestling, right? But I also think that if with this enough time, that if Larry and their channel decided, hey, we really want to have this match with Brandon Allen, they could promote that. They could find all the footage from the powerlifting events and help get this whole thing going. And they even mentioned on their live stream, Larry mentioned on his live stream having a match with Brandon Allen. That's big. I think it's a really big one. It's a really cool story because they both came from a different sport and started at the same time. And it's good for Larry, to be able to, and Brandon, to be able to see where they're at, with somebody else from their same background that started in the sport at the same time and see how things are moving. So Brandon just did his first tournament this past weekend. He got first place right and first place left-handed his first time ever. And then, Larry just did his first super match. Like, it's going, right? And so I really want that match to happen between Larry and Brandon. And I think they could blow it up and make it a really cool match. So yeah, Brandon's in the chat, and I'm gonna go out to Vegas and work with Brandon some too as well, which is one of the reasons he's in here. So much respect to Brandon Allen. Thanks for tuning in, big guy. Daniel's ready at all times. Fenry says, why didn't Todd do the Kings move against Devin? I heard it was because they made the pad smaller. Is that right? He tried. Devin was too far out, had too much hand control, and he couldn't get into a good one. Devin didn't allow the Kings move by taking Michael's pronator. Yusuf Al-Hunayan says, can you give me an example most people can injure themselves while arm wrestling, please? Can you give me an example most people can injure themselves? So an example of how you can injure yourself. I think that's what you're asking for. There's a lot of different ways, a lot of different injuries that happen with arm wrestling. Most common would be an arm break. That's from you coming forward with your shoulder. Your shoulder goes back this far, guys, like for me, right? It doesn't go back that far. So if I keep leaning forward with my shoulder, I could snap my arm in half right here. It's a spiral fracture in your humerus bone. The top part of my arm keeps moving forward, internally rotating, and the bottom of my arm snaps out that way. It's a really loud tree branch snapping noise, and it's disgusting. Real quick, 3 keys to not breaking your arm. Keep your face connected to your hand. Step 1. Either I win with it or I lose with it. I don't start losing and do this shit and break my arm. Step 1. Step 2 is keep your elbow as close to your belly button as possible. Elbow in. Always inside your frame, inside your shoulder blades. Now, this isn't just safer. It's stronger, it's smarter, it leads to more options. There's a lot of reasons why you want your arm to be inside your shoulder blades. It leads to a lot, right? You can pivot off it, push down on it, and slide off. You can drive up and forward. There's a lot of things that happen with your elbow in, not out here on the side of your body, right? So that's step 2. And step 3, generally pull backwards. Pretty much every arm wrestling move has an element of pulling, of trying to extend your opponent. So have a pulling motion in all your moves. 1, 2, 3. Face connect to your hand, elbow in front of your belly button, and pull backwards, right? That's all I'm going to get on the arm break thing. Okay, I'm almost caught up to you guys. Haha, you guys suck. Repulsive gravity. The King's move only works with great pronation of the hand. Yes and no. Pronator, right? If we're talking about pronation, we're talking about active muscle flexion, right? So, like I said, there's two pronator muscle, guys. A little pronator muscle right here in your wrist, and a bigger pronator teres muscle that shoots across here. Now, this pronator teres muscle goes from the top part of your radial bone and connects right here on the bottom part of your elbow, and it connects right here. It splits into two. And the one that connects here is an elbow flexor, and the one that connects here helps rotate your arm. It makes your arm rotate, right? So those are muscles, right? Those are muscles you're actively flexing. In a King's move, what tends to happen is their arm gets to a certain point where it kind of locks or it stops going for whatever reason, and they're turning their shoulder forward, and they're rotating their whole arm. They're not actively using muscle flexion and doing that, right? They're not grabbing a guy and being like, that's not happening. It's they're gripping tight, and they're especially Devon's, they're dropping the whole frame and they're rotating with their shoulder and their body. They're rotating their skeleton. They're rotating all their bones, right? It's not just simple muscle flexion. It's a different type of pronation, right? It's yeah, it doesn't come from doing active flexion like that. So it if you have the balls and the frame to do it, then a lot of people can do it, right? Skeptical says, I love arm wrestling. Do you have plans to come to the Philippines? Dude, I'd love to, man. I want to travel to. I want to travel so much more, and I will. I mean, as long as I don't have a heart attack on my pursuit of number one, then I will travel everywhere. Fat Devon or Levon, says Ronan. To me, right now, guys, and this is not a popular opinion. You guys are not going to agree with this for the most part. Some people do, though. I don't think I know how strong Devon is. I know Devon is super strong. I know he's bigger than he's ever been, but I don't know at what level. I know at the rate and the way that match looked, it made Devon look like he could beat Levon, right? The speed at which he beat Mike. But like I said in my last video where I talked about that match, I don't think that was the Mike Todd that we all know. I think that Mike Todd that walked out there and put his elbow down against Devon was weaker considerably than the last Mike Todd. Weaker on the table. Right then. Not weaker in the gym, because I know Mike said I'm the strongest I've ever been. When Mike says I'm the strongest I've ever been, he's talking about his gym numbers, guys. He has a personal trainer. He tracks his numbers. He knows exactly how much he can lift in every lift. I'm talking about the guy that actually put his elbow down. The amount of pressure he put on that arm wrestling match on that day was considerably weaker than last time we saw Michael Todd. In my opinion. A lot of people don't agree with this, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Devon. Devon looked amazing, and I think he was, even if that old Michael showed up, I think Devon still would have won. That's how amazing he looked. But I didn't get enough information because I don't know how strong Mike was or how weak Mike was that day to know how strong Devon was. So I can't immediately say, oh, Devon can beat Levon, because I don't know. Devon looked really strong, strongest he's ever been. But is that strong enough? I don't know. You know, that's how I saw it. And I know it's not super popular because everybody, it seems like I'm trying to make excuses. But Devon killed it. He did great. Strongest he's ever been. I just don't know how strong. So when you say Devon versus Levon, I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge. There's not enough facts for me to make a prediction on that right now. Devon looks like a beast, but how much of a beast, I have no idea in my head. That's why I wasn't a really big fan of this super match, the way it went down. If a super match ever leaves me with more questions than answers, I didn't like it. So if I go into it, you're supposed to get a super match and it's supposed to answer a bunch of questions, right? Who has a stronger pronation? Who has a stronger bicep? Who's just a better arm wrestler? This and that and this and that. And then all questions should be answered by the end of the super match. If the end of the super match is over with and you have more questions than you started with, for me, that's how my brain works. I'm like, oh, man, now I'm going to be thinking about this shit forever. So that's how I took that. Gabe Phillips says, bro, so are we doing the round robin this Sunday? Gabe, I am on a vacation with my family, and I'm doing a million things. I'm trying, man. You guys feel free to set that up as well. Right? I'm trying. I got a lot of things going on, Gabe. So you blowing me up, asking about all these matches, and if I'm spent all day messaging the guys on my team and trying to set up a round robin for you guys, no, I haven't spent all day. I've been doing a lot of stuff today with my family, man. I'll get to it. You know, I'll get to it when I can. Zach flaked on the match, and so now we have to try to figure out what's going to happen. Skeptical, does all elite arm wrestlers take steroids? Are you natural, Derek? Because you're a really, really big dude. Filling your frame with pure muscle is insane. I do have a big frame. I have a frame, like a similar frame to to what's his name? Brian Shaw and half Thor Bjornsson, 6'8", right? And I'm not a thin dude by any means. So like I said 1,000 times, guys, I will be open to taking them when I come and make the decision that I need to take them. I will be open to taking them at all, 100%. I've also said 1,000 times, guys, to ask people online about their steroid use or if they take them is not like really smart. If you were an elite athlete and you were trying to get sponsored and do all this stuff, videos of you saying that you take steroids isn't like the smartest thing, right? So always keep that in mind as well. But like I said, I will take them. Let's see. Danny Urick is posting the YouTube channel for Brandon Allen. Your dream match in WL, who you got right now? It's Mike Aiello. I gotta check that off the list. I have to beat Mike Aiello. I'll be coming down to see you for sure, Dan. I think you're the closest for me. These borders open. Alexis Alonso says, has he said it himself, Michael Todd? That's how Devin made it seem he was on another level. Mike Todd has not said it. Mike Todd has not said it. He's been doing great, and he's been giving all credit to Devin and saying that Devin is an amazing arm wrestler, and Devin really brought the heat, and Michael's been handling it really well. I just have my own opinions. There's a lot of small nuances and things that happened in that match that I paid attention to that just seem really off and weird to me. So it's just my own opinion. Mike has not said this. This is just my opinion. Sap the B says, do you think people are overhyping Devin? He beat Mike, but he also had the most experience against Mike 4 times. Pushkar also smashed Mike once he figured out the King's move, and he only fought Mike twice. No. You guys, I'm one of the biggest Devin fans. I'm like the OG Devin fan from 11 years ago. So I don't think people are overhyping Devin at all. Like I said, I just don't know where he's at. I know he's at some crazy level. I just don't know what level that is. But no, I don't think people are overhyping Devin at all. ESPN 1337 says, I think Devin has the blueprint to Michael Todd now, too. Devin just absorbs people. Maybe. Devin Spinning Wheels says, Mike looked intimidated. Craig D, what do you think of Devin's pumpkin patch training of just his right arm? He feels this is the reason he got so much stronger than Todd. Would you do this style of training? No, I have no reason to doubt my style of training. It's been working really well for me. So until I have a reason to kind of branch off, I'm not saying there's no merit to his style. I'm just comfortable with my style for now. So we'll see in time, maybe. But like I said, you guys, when you guys take this advice, especially for you new guys, when you guys blindly take this advice from Devin, you have to remember, or Mike, or any experienced arm wrestler, you have to remember all the things they did previous to this, right? Right now, Devin can say, yo, you guys, go do 1-inch lifts. And it's great, and it's right. It's not incorrect. You can do 1-inch lifts. Super important. The beginning of the match is super important. There's things like that and that have a ton of merit, right? But also, he has 40 years of arm wrestling and building a sick-ass base. All his tendons and the muscles. He used to do full-body workouts. He used to lift weights. He used to do all that stuff, right? So he has a crazy foundation of muscle. It's like a pyramid, right? How strong you can get, think of it like a pyramid. Your base, your foundation, is everything else that supports your ability to win, right? His base and foundation is huge, right? So to see what he does right now when he's at the very tippy top and think that's all you have to do, dude, if you don't build a foundation, that's like a pole. It's not a pyramid, right? It can't support a lot. You know what I mean? So think of it like that. Always take it with a grain of salt, sand, whatever. Yeah, when the people, experienced guys, give out information, they like to say what they're doing right now, but they don't kind of brace you for all the stuff you should already have installed by the time you're at their level, right? Okay. Same frame as Brian Shaw. What? Insane. Well, I'm saying he's 6'8", I'm 6'8", and he was 400 plus. I don't know where he's at right now, but yeah, I mean, I'm a big dude. Sap the B says he thinks Levon beats Devin 6-0. Maybe. Spencer Doucette says thick. Deffer John says, hi, Derek. What's up, man? Hope you're feeling good. I am feeling great. Thank you, Deffer. ESPN 1337 says, down Urick. Best exercise for rising. Minimal movement, guys. This is a small muscle. The things that control this, there's so much potential for injury in your wrists that doing these big sweeping motions with a lot of weight, you will injure your wrists. You guys, in an arm wrestling match, you never go from dumped to really high. That never happens, right? You're never going to lose your wrist all the way and be like, "Argh." It's not a big enough muscle for you to do that, right? But you will, and you're also never going to start with your muscle completely high because then you'd be covering the guy's thumb knuckle most of the time, unless you push into his hand. So what in terms of range of motion, and a lot of people fuck this up, is you go from straight to high, small range of motion, right? So isometric movements, small range of motion, some dynamic flexion, but nothing too crazy, guys. And pretty much all you can do is a strap in front of it, unless you have it's not a really complicated way to hit it, right? Just mess with the reps and sets, mess with the intensity a little bit, and the rest periods. Anyone else think Derek should cut his chin beard and rock a Fu Manchu? Dude, yeah, this is God. I don't like this, guys. You know what's happening? We're gonna get real. This is because I'm getting so fat and huge. I'm getting so big that my double chin is just starting to and this hides it. That's it. That's the only reason. And then it's weird if I just have this and don't have this, right? So that's why I have it. Fat Derek rocks the beard. That's what's going on. Okay. How do you program arm wrestling exercises in terms of sets and reps? It depends on where you're at. If you're brand new, then you should be doing general. I'm big on conditioning. I mean, you don't want to get too much. I think a basic linear progression, just moving forward is good for new arm wrestlers. So, but I'm a fan of starting with lower weight, higher reps on all the basic lifts, building a good foundation. Get your tendons used to the movement, get your body used to the movement and stuff, and don't push it too hard, too fast, so you'll hurt yourself. And then progressively over time, increase the weight, and then eventually start lowering the reps, increasing the weight, and just in the slowly until that plateaus. And then you start looking at other things like rest, start switching up the exercises, things like that. Adding balance in your body, so do the opposite lifts, things like that. How much do you eat a day to maintain your size? All of it. I really don't count right now, guys. I'm not counting. I'm trying to eat healthier and healthier. So more like chicken and rice and veggies and stuff like that when I'm at home. Trying to get more and more into that, but nothing super strict. Pulse gravity says he's natty and it shows. Stop asking questions, guys. Derek needs to ask us a few as well. I know, huh? Okay. Oh, I'm caught up. Okay, here we go. Couple questions to ask you guys. If I was gonna face someone in Larry Wheels' new PR thing, who would you want me to face? Give me a name. I want to see some of the names you guys think. What are the top names? I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of Chance Shaw. I have a feeling it's going to be Corey West's. There we go. Oh, Lachlan. Yeah, should have guessed Lachlan. Come on, keep going, guys. Schoolboy. Yep. Sarah Backman. Hey, there you go. Let's see these names. Who do you guys think I should arm wrestle if I went onto Larry Wheels' thing? Morozov. Oh God. Ouch. Kurdek. Hey. Yeah, it's like the same like 6 names always. Yeah, I guess, RVJ. He's a small dude. Blue Bowen. Coach Ray. Coach is really small. God, he's strong as shit. Anybody else? Ryan Blue and Lachlan or Schoolboy. There's so many badass arm wrestlers out there, guys. We're always stuck in the same ones. Okay. I see where we're going with this. Jerome Loud. Okay. Ooh, RVJ's good. RVJ's only small to you, Derek. Micah Yellow. Oleg Petrenko. Ooh, God, that guy looks strong as hell. Cody Merritt. Okay. I do want to pull Cody right-handed. Matushenko. Oh, okay. Ivan Matushenko. Dude, a monster hook puller from Russia. Dude, he's one of my favorite arm wrestlers of all time. Amazing arm wrestler. He's big lefty, though. But I don't favor myself over him at all right now. Lachlan. Marcio Barboza. I've never grouped up with Marcio. He looks like an iron wrist. I would love to pull Marcio. Matt Mask. Ooh, I haven't pulled Matt in forever. Okay. Those are interesting matches for sure. Berzink, you son of a bitch. I mean, I'd love to pull John always. I've pulled John since that super match you guys saw on YouTube. We've pulled since then. But I would love to pull John in another real match. Dude, and you know the crazy part is, like, I pulled John after our match at a practice and stuff, and I was beating him, right? But to even think in my brain that I can beat John in a super match, for some reason it's like a mental block. I'm like, I can, right? but he's John Brasink. You never just assume you can beat John Brasink. So, yeah, we need to do that back. Let's run it back, John, before you can't. You're in a wheelchair or something. Georgie from that after pulling video, yeah. Chandler, okay. Those are interesting matches, guys. All right, I just kind of want to know where everybody was kind of leaning with all that. Where you guys, who you'd like to see me pull. Okay, I got another one for you. If somehow I had a choice, just magically, if I had the choice to pick, what platform would you guys like to see me on? PR, the King of the Table one with Larry Wheels, Arm Wars with Neil Pickup, WAL, or Zloty Tur. Zloty would be like the yellow shirts. But yeah, don't worry about me getting paid. Just what would you like to see me on? What would you like to see me come out of behind the curtain on? PR, Arm Wars, PR, then Zloty, Arm Wars, a PR. Oh, yeah. Okay. PR best for your social media. Oh, good point. All of them? Yeah, I mean, all of them would be awesome. I'm just, if I had to lean, I'm just wondering what you guys like to see me lean towards. Okay. All right. All right. I want to ask 3 more questions. That's it. 3 more, and I'm getting off. 80 minutes, we're good. Okay. And you can't say both. You're not allowed to say both. That means everybody's going to say both. Hooking or top rolling? Hooking 1, top rolling 2. Hooking 1, top rolling 2. Hooking 1, top rolling 2. I want to see if there's more hook pullers or top rollers. Hooking number 1, top rolling number 2. Oh, number two, top rolling. Wow, look at the outside pullers here. Dang. Oh, there's a hook puller outside. Oh, dude, the top rollers are destroying the hookers in here. Okay. Wow. Jesus. Adam. Okay, I see you guys busting hands back. See, I want to know this because when I talk about outside pulling, like options and things like that, I'd like to see like what's primarily in the chat, right? I haven't figured that out. Okay. 0. All right. Okay. 3 more likes until I sub. Oh, can we get this to 100 likes real quick, please? Can we get 3 more likes? Let's get this up to 100. Let's boost this up real quick, guys. I haven't brought the like thing in a while. Appreciate it, guys. And 99, 100. There it is. Yeah. Okay. I got one more question for you guys. I was thinking about this, and don't tell Chance this. Don't tell Chance. What do you guys think if I started like a YouTube talk show with Chance? Well, you think that'd be interesting? You think Chance is boring? You guys think that? You think that'd be good? Nathan Moorhead says, "Keep working, brother." Thanks for the 399 super chat, Nathan. I appreciate you, man. You guys, Craig D. Okay, better question. Who would you guys like to see me start an arm wrestling talk show with? Who? Give me a name. If I did one, like I'd still have my channel, but just maybe once a week or something like that, I would have a person with me. Who do you guys think? What names would you guys want to throw out there? Travis Bajan. Oh my God. You can't. Travis just dominates the conversation. Man, you're an idiot, man. You don't know who that man. I'm the strongest. Oh. You and RVJ. Oh. Uncle John's a great talker. RVJ. Definitely Travis. Corey West. Jerry. Okay. RVJ would be exciting, man. He does. He's not scared to share his opinion. That's for sure. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyone but Gary. Damn. Matt Mass. Lachlan. Marcio. Okay. Unicorn and Chance, the Rising Big 3. Dude, I'm thinking a show with Chance called Get Wrecked. REKT. Wrecked. What do you guys think? Would that be funny? Get Wrecked. Justin Bishop. Dude, Justin Bishop would be good. That would be a cool show. Justin is so awesome. He's funny as hell. He knows the sport really well. He actually has a different kind of view on it than me too. When he talks about his approach to arm wrestling, in the way he sees styles and how it works, it's interesting. It's always been interesting to me listening to Justin talk about the sport. I definitely have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for all those guys you guys listed. Man, Justin Bishop, that would be interesting. That guy whose arm Devin wrecked during training a few weeks ago. Oh, Constantine. He has the Table Monkeys channel, right? Paul Talbot. Paul Talbot's cool. Quiet. I don't really like Chance Shaw, says Aaron. Chance Shaw, tiny. Chance is taking off with social media too. Ryan Espy. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, Michael Edwards killed it in disco or killed it in Texas too. Oh, you guys, Texas arm wrestling blowing up right now, blowing up. Gabi, hell no, I ain't having Gabi on my on my channel. At no point will I have Gabi on here. Justin is a lot like you, humble and happy. Dude, yeah, Justin. I'm a big fan of Justin Bishop, you guys. If you guys ever arm wrestle him, it's insane. His hand and wrist is so strong. It's like a super heavyweight hand and wrist. It's wild. I want to see Derek versus Schoolboy. Put some respect on it. I ain't gonna say it no mo, says Mike Hawk. Mike, tuning in. Thanks, bud. It's been a while since I seen you, bud. Mike Hawk in the chat. Killing it. Hitting everybody with those random super chats trying to get these guys in trouble. Well, you guys, is my face officially getting wider than the top of my head? It is. Wow. Oh, Cody Merritt. Yeah, Cody Merritt's starting a YouTube channel too. Why does Devin hate Gabi so strongly? I don't know for sure. Heard a bunch of rumors, basically, and like I said, this is just rumors I heard a long time ago. Gabi's an idiot. Like Gabi talks shit to the wrong people and like people that Devin cared about or something like that. People have said that on the internet and stuff, but yeah. So Gabi got like into Devin's more personal life and talked shit and said the wrong things to wrong people and things like that, and then that's it. That's what I heard. You and Levon talk show, dude. That would be so sick. Levon definitely speaks English. I don't know how well he could carry on a show. Like if we could have deep conversations, or if it's more a little more surface level stuff. Yeah. How does John Brzing's hand feel like? It doesn't look that big. It's not super long, but it's pretty thick. John's is for sure. If your head's getting fatter, it means gains. Gabi needs to disappear. The sport doesn't need guys. Is he still around? He unfriended me. He unfriended me a while ago. We were friends. I was always cool with Gabi, and then he got mad that people when I went to Dubai, when all you amazing people randomly raised money for me to go to Dubai, like the next day he unfriended me, and he said that it was very unmanly of me to accept all that money. I told him, I was like, I didn't plan it. And he goes, you give it all back. You're not a man. And I said, what? And I went off on him, and then I told him, he's a bitch and whatever. And then he unfriended me. I heard John's thumb is insanely big. It is. Yeah, someone was saying that John has a massive thumb. Yeah, I did. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I hope that the Dubai thing was worth it, guys. I tried to film as much as I could and get as much content as I can. And I got to get more. I got to travel more. I can't wait. To go places and to get more footage for you guys. You and Brian Shaw talk show. Brian Shaw, dude, that would be cool. If he gets into sport, that would be cool, I feel like I'd be winning out big time because he'd bring his massive channel and I would be getting a ton of subs off it. The turkey thing made it all worthwhile. Oh, yeah, when I did the live stream on the turkey tournament, that was pretty cool, right? Evan Burgoyne. Evan gets so drunk and stuff, though. He would just be sitting there talking shit the whole time. I'd be laughing. No, but actually, Evan is a really smart dude, especially when it comes to sport. I have a lot of respect for Evan. When you actually sit down and talk to him and he gets serious about it, Evan knows a lot. Yeah, definitely have a lot of respect for Evan. What's going on with Cadret? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about him. Oh, I didn't even mention this, you guys. I plan to go out there with Dave Chafee, right? So last chat, I think it was, I mentioned, hey guys, I really want to go train with Dave Chafee. With Dave Chafee. If anybody trains them, get back to me. And what's his name? Adam. Oh my God, brain fart. Angry Bird. Adam Wilmot. Adam Wilmot messaged me back, and then Dave messaged me back a couple days later. So I did talk to Dave Chafee recently, guys, and I want to go out there and I want to train with Dave. I want to see how strong he is, because it's insane, right? Because in terms of strength, Dave is at the same level as Dennis Splekov was, and most likely Levon. And so it'd be awesome to go train with him and see if I could even slow him down at all. I want to pick his brain, see how he lifts and how he trains to get that strong. I want to help him train for Levon. If I can help him at all, it'd be awesome. So Dave said I'm welcome to come out there. He also said they train on Wednesdays, which is perfect, because then I wouldn't have to miss work. So, yeah, I'm going to at some point. I'm really actively trying to pursue this. Me training with Dave and flying out there for sure, you guys. So of course I'll have content. He says he's not a big fan of being on camera and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna just shove a camera in Dave's face, but I'm gonna film some stuff for sure. If I go out there, I'll film the training and stuff and just kind of my impression on what's going on. But I won't make Dave like talk to me, Dave, talk to me. I'm not going to do that. But I'll have him incorporated for sure. Because I just don't think he likes, I mean, he said he doesn't like talking on camera that much. But yeah, so that should be coming pretty soon too. I'm really excited for that footage because Dave, heading up to the Levon match, Dave is going to be like, everybody's going to be talking about Dave Chafee, right? And so getting ahead of that and stuff, and he's, everybody's going to want to see his prep and all this stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. And you guys can see Dave just walk through me. Or not. Or I stop him and I'm like, is that it, Dave? And I look at the camera and I go, Levon, really? You gave him the match? Can you guys imagine? Wouldn't that be awesome? No, Dave's super humble. He's a great dude. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. That and then the North Carolina thing on July 25th, and then August 6th and 7th in Phoenix, and then September 4th with my super match against Tom Nelson. And I have no plans after September 4th. So people are messaging me and trying to set some things up for after September 4th, but I haven't planned anything. Oh, guys. Okay, last thing, and then I'm going for sure. Sorry, I know I was going to go a little while ago. Last thing, real quick. I'm going to force Devin to get on Reddit. I'm thinking an AMA where you guys basically get to post your questions. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there on Reddit. Ask Devin anything, and then whoever gets the most upvotes, whatever question gets the most upvotes, I'll do a video with Devin, an interview, and I'll read the questions off Reddit, and then me and Devin will do a video. So get you guys some good access to him, and it'll be like a Reddit exclusive, and I'll blow it up on there. Honestly, yeah. I'll post it on there. I might even post it only on Reddit, the video. So literally you have to be on Reddit to see it. I'm trying to drive some traffic to Reddit, you guys, and get that community blown up more and get some of the experienced guys over there for sure. So I plan on doing some stuff with Devin and getting some exclusive Reddit content for sure uploaded on YouTube. Hey guys, the whole point is for me to drive stuff to Reddit. That's the whole point. Or maybe I'll do a couple, 2 interviews with Devin, one for YouTube, and then we'll promote the Reddit AMA. So I'm thinking we're gonna do that, guys. I'm gonna start pushing Devin for that. You're funny, Derek. However, you're funny. ... Derek ... However, your look doesn't really show that. LOL. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to fix my look. Your face. Something's wrong with your face. I just want to punch it. I'm sorry, but it's funny because like you see me like this, right? And then you see me at the tournament. And for those of you guys that saw the clips of me at the tournament, and I'm like pissed. What's a subreddit? It's just arm wrestling. The arm wrestling subreddit. I'm the moderator on there. So yeah, I want to blow up Reddit a little bit more. We're almost at 6,000 people following the subreddit. So yeah, but there you go, Daniel. Posting the link right here in the chat for the subreddit. Daniel was the all-star moderator tonight on in here. Good job, Daniel. Attaboy. I have like 7 other moderators, and none of them are in here, or at least none of them said shit. So, good job, Daniel. You killed it. Thank you so much for killing out the chat and posting all the links and really controlling it. You were the Mazel to my Uncle John's Arm Wrestling show. You and Sarah Backman talk show. I don't think I could focus. What, Sarah? No, stop. I'm not going to say anything disrespectful. But yeah, Sarah's, yeah. I don't know if I could keep my cool, man. I don't know if I keep my cool. Any of those Swedish ladies, I would be like a mess. I would be like the whole time. There's that Russian arm wrestling chick. You're married, right? No, I'm not married. I'm single. Can't blame you, Derek. My daughter's in the other room right there. I'm on a family vacation with my mom, my stepdad, and my daughter. Ekaterina? No, I haven't. Oh, let's not get into that. We're not getting into all the super attractive and amazingly strong and respectful female arm wrestlers who I adore. You guys are awesome. I'm not gonna get too sleazebaggy into this. Kevin, the cool game cat with the $6.99 super chat. Derek and Devin are my favorite arm wrestlers.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Travis the Waterboy Todd says, "You're coming to NC for what?" I'm going to be coming to I'm going to James Riedride's house. I'll be doing a giant practice, a kind of meet and greet type of thing, and then I'm putting on a small seminar out there. So the team out there is flying me out, stay for a couple days and stuff like that. So I think I'm flying out on flying out Sunday morning. The practice is Sunday night, and I'm flying back on Tuesday. So I think I'll be staying with Damian Schlosser, and then I think Monday maybe we hit up the gym. So if anybody's around, maybe we get a big giant gym session going somewhere, or just hang out. But yeah, so I'll be out there for a couple days, you guys. If you guys are interested in coming out, I'd love to see you guys. Please come out. I'd love to see anybody from YouTube that's in this chat, and we can hang out and just talk about arm wrestling. And if I can help you guys whatsoever, you guys know I'm down, and we can work on some stuff on the table and get you guys to that next level, right? Could you beat Travis Bajan right now? I'd smoke Travis, fool. I'd love to pull Travis. Travis is a legend, and I'm a big fan of Travis, but he's all weak right now. Tell him I said that. Everybody, tell Travis I said. Run, tell Travis I said that. Okay, 95 minutes. That's long enough to be on here. I appreciate everything. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. Sunday, I'm going to try to consistently go live on Sunday. I mean, I've been trying, but Sundays and Wednesdays are my thing. I want to keep going live for my team practices and stuff like that. And I'm not arm wrestling for the next like three weekends. So I'll be able to man the camera and talk to you guys. Just hopefully the app doesn't short out again. So I will see you guys soon. Sunday. And I'll keep you guys updated on everything. What time Wednesday and Sundays? Normally Wednesdays are at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and Sundays should be about 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, right around there, right? So that's the plan. All right, guys, thank you so much for everything you guys do. You guys are changing the game. All the support is amazing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah. I'm gonna have like some kind of outro thing. Yo, go kill it and do it like you should do it.